Paul Foldy will be followed by Brian Aparicio.
It's always a danger but a pleasure to follow the silver-tongued Robin Ficker. I just want to again reiterate what he said and compliment you all for the hard work, as well as to thank Governor Hogan for appointing you. Gerrymandering, no question, is the most dangerous aspect of democracy, the abuse of which we're seeing here and in many other states. All parties are guilty of it. Please keep at it. Godspeed and keep up the great work.
I'd like to introduce our panelist, Matt McGrath, who was out of breath here. Welcome all the work he's done with the commission as well. Okay, Brian Aparicio will be followed by Elaine Apter.
Good evening. Thank you for letting me speak here. My name is Brian. As an independent voter, I don't feel that my vote could terribly sway.
Speak up a little bit, please.
Can't hear you.
Sorry.
Stand up might help.
As an independent voter, I don't feel that my vote would terribly swing a dish one or the other. However, I do feel that it is the irresponsible of either party to draw the line and decide how one should be subjected to one party's control. I do believe that the independent commission is doing a great job here trying to make the process more honest, and I would really appreciate if we could adopt California standard, which I just heard about and I actually really like it. I was very disappointed to see that our Maryland government here passed a sham law saying that, we will only do this if the neighboring 5 states will do it first. I think they should have just said no, to be honest. That would have been more honest on their part. So I think it should be that we should really follow the advice that this commission comes up with, because it's the only way we can actually honor the Constitution as it was written, which its intent was for all Americans, not American Democratic voters, not American Republican voters, all American voters. Thank you.
Thank you. Elaine Apter of the League of Women Voters will be followed by Ronald Schlesinger.
Good evening, and thank you again for coming to Montgomery County. I want to say I was one of those in line at the Supreme Court, and I didn't make it in. But it was exciting to see how everybody knew the word gerrymander, which they wouldn't have known quite a few months or years ago, and how excited people were that this was coming to the forefront. Anyway, I am co-president of the Maryland League of Women Voters and a resident of Montgomery County and the Montgomery County League of Women Voters. And I think our position really summarizes in many ways what people have been saying. The League of Women Voters of Maryland supports a state redistricting process and standards that promote fair and effective representation in the state legislature and the U.S. Congress, with a maximum opportunity for public scrutiny. After studying consensus, our members agree that an independent commission is the preferred redistricting body, and the membership of the redistricting commission should be multi-partisan, including unaffiliated voters, be geographically representative, and not include any current elected official. Standards on which the redistricting plan should be based should include substantially equal population, geographic contiguity, and geographic compactness. And I think one of the famous statements that has been going around is that the voters should elect the representatives and not vice versa. Thank you.
Ronald Schlesinger will be followed by Bridget Milliken.
Thank you very much for letting me speak at this public hearing. I appreciate it. First of all, Mr. Ficker, even though I'm a proud Democrat, I support what you're saying. I really think, looking at the congressional districts, I haven't looked so much at the county council districts, but the congressional districts is absolutely horrendously crazy. And if we are angry at so many Republican legislatures that have gerrymandered congressional districts, we in Maryland have no leg to stand on. We're exactly the same thing. And what about the financial costs of such crazy gerrymandering? I happen to be an election judge. I've been and I plan to be in the 2018 elections. I was talking to someone who mentioned that in Montgomery County at the county-wide elections, which are going to be, what's called the pre-election.
Primary.
The private, but the county-wide elections, where one can go from all over the county to various early voting. Thank you, Dr. Blank. There were like 60-some ballot styles that Montgomery County has to print up and be responsible for, and that is absolutely insane. I mean, I can understand why, just because of how many elections are going to take place in 2018 between governor and senator and representative and county and city and everything else. But to have 60-some ballot styles, that's just ridiculous. And I really think that if we make the districts more compact and not scatterbrained all over the place, that it would really help in that respect also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Richard or Brigida Mulligan? Brigida, thank you. Will be followed by Dan McHugh.
I'm Brigida Mulligan, and I'm speaking privately, but I am a league member, and I'm very proud that the league, this is one position that I just think is one of the most important, and I have pride that this is one that they're really following hard. And of course, everybody here knows the problems, and they all agree. I came here basically to learn more, because I don't understand how it is this happened, and all I hear, it's partisan. And it was already said earlier that we're disappointed in the legislators that they did this, and they did it because they could. And I'd like to see something happen where they can't do it. And I want to thank the commission for your recommendations. What I worry about is you might go through this and something else will happen that whatever you recommend it won't happen. That's my biggest concern, so I'm here to learn more about it. I haven't seen the report, but my main message here is that I'm very proud of the league for this position that they have, and they've been very good about trying to educate the public, and that's the hardest thing, is how to reach more voters to understand what's really happening. And I still don't know everything, and they have positions that make a lot of sense. Thank you for coming here to Montgomery County, because I wouldn't go to anywhere else.
Thank you. Dan McHugh will be followed by Robert Groves.
I want to thank my assistant here for holding this wonderful map that was actually made by the Montgomery County Republican Party. They asked me to bring it tonight. I am glad, I'm Dan McHugh, I'm the acting president of the Montgomery County Young Republicans, and I want to thank the commission for returning to the scene of the crimes that have been committed over the last 17 years in this state. In 2000, the 2000 redrawing took a bunch of Congressional District 8, Connie Morella, and they put a bunch of her district in Louisville to get rid of her. And it worked. Got rid of her. Chris Van Hollen elected. And then in 2010, the redrawing, all to get rid of Roscoe Bartlett. So Montgomery County inherited Congressional District 6. They put a big chunk of it into Gaithersburg, into Germantown, and all those Democrats wiped. Roscoe Bartlett went from getting 60% of the vote to 37%. From 2010 to 2012 to get rid of Roscoe. That's what's happened, folks. Congressional District 3, why on earth is Congressional District 3 even in Montgomery County? It goes into Baltimore City, Baltimore County, Anne Arundel County. It's insane. Howard County. It's in the slivers of Damascus, Olney, and Silver Spring. Why? It shouldn't be there. It's ridiculous. Let's go back. We should have District 8 and maybe a small chunk of Congressional District 6, but District 3 should go. And here's another point I want to make. Damascus. Damascus, its population is about 11,000 people, and it's carved up into 3 congressional districts. Why is that? That's insane. Meanwhile, Tacoma Park, which is 18,000 people, is only 1 congressional district, Congressional District 8. That makes no sense. And I know why this stuff happened, because Martin O'Malley admitted it in court last year that he did this intentionally. It's on record, he admitted this, doing it intentionally. The man should be thrown in jail, if you ask me. And our despicable state senator in District 14, Craig Zucker, sponsored a bill this legislative session, a 6-state solution to fix gerrymandering. Meanwhile, even the Washington Post editorial board slammed this ridiculous bill, calling it a phony solution. We need to end partisan gerrymandering and need an ethical, honest map, which we currently do not have. Thank you.
Okay. Robert Rhodes will be followed by David Wilson.
Chairman.
Not the only one.